Hello everyone, welcome to this crash course on Voiceflow. If you have missed the last lecture, this video will help you catch up. So this is the first UI you see when you log in. On the side, you see this navigation panel. It has your agents here, and also you can see your team access in this bar. And also you can see there's links to documentation here and also some templates. You can use these templates to get inspirations for your own agent. Cool. So in this crash course, what we are going to do is to create a 3D print service, which can give you the status of a given 3D print. Cool. To start, what I'm going to do is click this new agent, and then I'll give it a name, and I will start with the basic template. So this will be the space that you will be working on in your project. And I will clear the existing code. So on the left-hand side, you will see the components that you will be working on for this project. In our chat, we need to, if we want to say something, the commonly used ones are the message blocks and the prompt block. And we can also send images in our chat. If you want to listen to what the user is saying, we have two common approaches we can use. Either we can give a button, and also we can capture everything that they're saying and then extract what we want using LLMs. And also there's blocks to create logic, like you can create if statements using this condition. And also we can extract stuff from the previous capture blocks using the set variable. We will go through it. And also in the dev capabilities, you can see the API calls and also searching in the knowledge base. Okay, let's get started. First, what we are going to do is to drag and drop a message box here. Drag it and drop here. And what we are going to do is to ask the user his favorite movie character. So I will type here, click one, and I enter the message. So I will type, "Hi, who is your favorite movie character?" And here we can create multiple variations of our text so that when the user not get the exact same question again and again. So what you have to do is like just create this button, maybe like create one variant, 3 or 5. I'll go ahead with 5. And you can see the Voiceflow creates 5 versions of our exact question. So who is your favorite movie character? Hello, who is your favorite character again? Hi there, greetings. You can change anything if you want, like this. Just click any generated ones, or you can delete anything that you don't like using this button. And let's test it out. So as you can see, when we start it, it's going to ask a question. It's not exactly same as this question that we typed, but it's going to use a variant that we created. And also, when you are creating a block, make sure to name it. It's a good practice. But to save the time in this tutorial, I will not be doing it, but make sure to do it while you're doing your project. But as you can see, since we have not created anything, the chat will stop exactly after asking this question. Okay, now that we asked the favorite movie character, uh, we need to let the users reply and then identify it. So how we are going to do is like use a listen and capture block. So in the capture blocks, you will see there are two ways we can capture. We can directly capture the entity itself, like the name of the character, or the entire thing the user is typing. So in this case, I will show how to use the entire user reply. And so the entire reply will be saved to this variable, the last utterance. Let's test it out. Hi, who's your character? Outside master Ugwe. The chat has ended because we haven't given anything after this block. Now, from the last utterance, uh, one thing that can happen is like one user could directly say, my favorite movie character is Master Ugwe. Or some might say the tortoise character, the tortoise teacher in Kung Fu Panda movie. So in that case, we need to identify the character, exact character who it is. So for that, I'm going to use a logic and set block. So in here, what we are going to do, we are going to set a variable based on the prompt. And I'm going to create a prompt. So the prompt, what I'm going to create, I can name it here. Maybe I'll call it find the character. In here, we have to give both system and user prompt. So the system prompt defines the identity and the guardrails of the chatbot. So as an example, let's say you are a helpful, informative AI assistant. So we are giving the persona in the system prompt. In the user prompt, we provide the specific instruction for the given task itself. So I'll show how it works in here. So one thing I can do is, so I can write maybe like you are a helpful and informative. You just say you are a helpful and informative AI assistant for 3D printing service. In this 3D printing service, we usually 3D print customer submitted collectibles. You are here to explain them with the tasks such as progress tracking of the 3D printing. So we are giving all the instructions in the system prompt. And we also put in some guardrails. Uh, do not engage in any task or answer anything unrelated to our 3D printing service. In such cases, respectfully reply that the request is outside and out of our scope. And also for the, I'm going to add the persona itself. For better customer service, we ask the user's favorite movie character name and use them as our AI assistant name. And also we are saying, so any query, you can use the personality of the movie character. And here, and I'm also adding the instruction to the system prompt as the last utterance that we collected in the previous block. As you can remember, in the previous block, we used a capture block and saved everything to the last utterance. And in here, what I'm going to do, find the movie character name, based on the instructions given. The instruction is here. It is the same thing here. And I'm also adding a guardrail here for the instruction itself. You should only output the character's name and nothing else. Cool. And what I'm going to do, uh, this is the prompt to get the entity name from the last utterance. And I'm going to save it to, let's say, I'm going to create a variable. agent persona, and always better to write some description so you know what is saved in the variable itself. So I like this is the movie agent persona. Okay, so using this prompt, it will save it to this variable. Cool. Now what we did was like we uh, first started the chat with what's your favorite movies, and then we saved all the thing to the last utterance variable. After that, in here, what we did was we extracted the persona from the whole last utterance reply, and let's see whether it works properly. So what I can do is I'm just going to put a message block and connect it here. And I'm going to say, maybe let's hi, my name is. Now we extracted the agent persona, and maybe we can create a few variations of it. Hello, these two look same. Hey, I go by. Hi there. Greetings. Looks good. Let's try it out. Greetings. Who's your favorite character? Let's try some complex reply. Maybe like so. Yeah, cool. It knows how to extract the exact character, and because we also put the guardrails here, it only outputs the name. Cool. Next, what I'm going to do, as you can see in this message box, it is very limited to what we want to say exactly. So let's say we want to get more, a little bit more creative. So in such case, if we want to talk things, we can use a prompt. Behind the prompt, what's working is a LLM. So for now, I'll remove the message box and replace it with the prompt block. And here, I'm going to create another prompt. But at this time, what I'm going to do is to create a tell a joke type of a prompt. Maybe tell a joke. I'm going to copy paste the exact same system prompt that I had. Uh, is agent persona. And here, I'm going to write the task. In here, what I want to do is make a joke. So for that, I'm going to say make a joke to the user based on the agent persona. And also, I'm going to give some instructions how to do it. Start with, hi, I am agent persona, or some variation of it. Then say the joke, and at the end, ask whether you liked the joke or not. And I'm also adding some guardrails. Here, output only the joke and nothing else. Let's try it out, how it works. So as you can see in this one, when we are using the prompt, it's not fixed to our uh, text message that we written out. It can be a little bit more creative. So animation comes in, maybe an icon. Cool. So it properly identifies our character, and you can Skywalker, and you can see it creates a joke. And at the end, it does end the question with, did you like my joke? So in here, if I go back a little bit, uh, in the tell a job block, you can see in here, we can select the model itself. So we can choose the Claude or whatever, ChatGPT or Gemini, anything is available here. And also we have two things that we can set up. Uh, the temperature is how creative the model is. So when the temperature is very high, it become a lot creative, but the output will be very unpredictable. So maybe usually around 0.7 is okay for cloud, but you have to, like, if you're using ChatGPT or something, you have to change this variable and see what you want exactly. And the max tokens are the kind of words that in total input, the input you add here, and also the output generated from the model itself. It's together, both of them. So the thing is, like, if you give a very big system prompt, it will take most of the space from the token limit. And to generate the output you want, it might not have enough tokens. So remember, it's always the system prompts that you give, system and user prompts, and also the generated output is together is the token level. On one side, you have to make sure that the token level is big enough to capture all the output, but also the token level is the cost factor that you have to pay for use the voice flow. So that's where they that will be the amount that you have to pay. So if you're going ahead with lots of tokens, you have to pay a lot more. If you're going with less tokens, you can pay less, but make sure that everything is captured. So, but in our case, as you can see, our system prompt is quite a little bit long, and also we ask them to, like, be creative and generate a joke. So maybe I'll keep the token value around 200, so we are not cutting off anything. It's good. And it's telling the joke properly. And then what we are going to do is ask the how user feel about the joke. So as you can see, we can use like capture buttons, and I already showed you how to use the capture. This time I'll go ahead with the buttons. I'm going to drag a button and drop it in the same block as this one. So what happened is, like, after the telling the joke processed, it will going to show the button in the chat. So here I'm going to add maybe two buttons, yes, and no, not funny. Okay, let's see how it will appear. So as you can see, you can the it appears the yes and not funny buttons here. So it's always better if you know the exact flow that you want to, uh, exact flow that your agent to have. It's better to use the buttons. So we can just click it here, and because we haven't connected anything, we'll finish it. So now what I'm going to do is to create two parts for this. Maybe let's show them some image. Okay, so I have one image. If it's yes, I'm going to show maybe create it. Looks good. If it's bad joke, star. Cool. And let's test it again. Iron Man. We can say yes, and then it will show the image. Cool. So this is what we have. And maybe after choosing the thing, what we are going to do, again, go back and ask what the user actually want to do for today. So I'm going to do connect both of them from here. And I'll just say, how can I help you? It's always good to create some variations. Okay, how can I assist you? Is there anything I can do? Service, do you need help? Cool. And I will capture whatever they are saying again with capture block and save it to master.runs. Cool. So this is it for today. And in the next video, we will cover how to connect APIs in our workflow. Cool. Thanks.